Hi everyone, hope you well. This is CoinsKid and we're just going to dive into Cardano. Once again, thank you for your support, okay? Big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you for your Patreonship and the support in there. You're supporting a whole team of technical analysts there from all over the world and providing content on a daily basis as well. Live streams, content, everything. It's really cool. We're building such a great community right there. Do get involved in the Patreon and thank you once again for your support, okay? It's amazing. Big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now, Cardano, a bit flat-footed, consolidating you between the EMAs on the daily. Now this is a little theory I want to show you, the moon theory. I'm looking at this on every single chart today. Look, we've got the basically dump moon. I'm going to show you this particular indicator. It's a silly little indicator, but it's kind of working out, you know. We need to pay attention to this. So it's moon phases. That's what you search for, moon phases. Drop it in and I'll show you my settings really quickly. So this is what you want to put it on. Look, basically the dump moon, the band, it lasts for a few days. I think it's around about 13 days. Okay, so you get your dump moon, lasts for around about 13 days. You get your pump moon, lasts for around about 16 days, I think it is. And then you get your obviously your pump moon, which is a green moon just there, and then your dump moon just there. So call it dump and pump moon. You know, let's not overcomplicate it. But you can see it is kind of playing out. There's been a couple of times where it's not, but you can see, look up here, for example, dump moon sort of ran into a few days just there, and then dumped. Look, we got a little pump moon, we got a little relief rally, and we actually came up in that particular band just there before we dumped again. Look, and a little pump, and then came down again, dumped again, and then pumped again. Look at that for an insane pump moon. That was mad. You know, this particular pump moon just there was very fruitful, and then we come into this month here, a little bit of a dump, but nothing drastic. It's a little bit of consolidation. This is where it's not always playing out, and then you can see that we've got the pump moon again, and we absolutely pumped, didn't we? We came up and look at that for knob on. Look, dump moon, boom, see you later. We absolutely dumped, and that's what we're doing right now. We're dumping. So, you know, this is the next pump moon from my calculations, because this lasts for around 13 days. So you could see us basically chip chop sideways before we come down to wherever it is. You know, if we come down to this 189 at this point, would expect some kind of pump relief rally, potentially bringing us up to this high here where we potentially get another dump and then continuation. Do you see that? Because, you know, let's just have a little thought experiment just there, that we had a bit of a dump moon just there like this one. You know, we got that dump moon and we got that pump moon. Let's just drop this in for a little bit of, you know, theory based technical analysis right here. Let's see what could actually happen if we copied that. You know, we literally got a dump moon just there. You have a dump, you roll out of this support band, you roll down to this particular trend line, then you have the pump, and you can see that's where you meet that $3.51. So that's what I'm saying. You know, it has kind of happened before. We had that whopping correction, we rolled over, continued to roll over, we create that low, and then we got the pickup. So you could be looking at a very similar scenario here for Cardano, where you could do something like this. You're rolling over, consolidation, continuation of the trend, bounce off a key level of support, which I've given you down there, 189, which is this low, and then get your pick up on the pump moon just there, start to pick up, and then this is where, you know, before the next dump moon, you could run into this technical target up here of $3.51 for Cardano. Again, theory based. You know, nothing I say is financial advice. It's just all theory based. You know, everything, support, resistance, break resistance, you know, continuation to the upside, lose support, continuation to the downside. So right now you are holding the key level support. You are coming into some kind of apex at the moment on the daily as well. You know, you are coiling up in some kind of apex. If you continue to hold this support, you do something like this, as soon as you lose this support, you potentially could see yourself rolling over just here. So let me drop this in right now and have a look on the 4-hourly time frame, see what we can see. Okay, so just looking at Cardano on the hourly time frame here, there is some kind of horizontal that's going on at the moment. Okay, we did have a kind of horizontal there as well that broke out to the upside, obviously, but we have got this kind of horizontal, and I do think that some kind of break is coming quite imminently here for Cardano. So if you do start to lose this key level of support just there on this trend line, look, you're coming in some kind of apex, some kind of break is coming. If you do break this, I would imagine you're going to come back up to retest this, and if you do lose this, I would imagine you're going to come down here to retest this low, and with that I do think that you're going to roll over here and come and retest this low. Okay, so you might see a little bounce off that today at $2.22 for Cardano if it loses this support just there. Some kind of break is coming, it's tightening up, look, in some kind of apex of an horizontal. You have technically come down into this, so this could be classed as a bit of a bear pennant, to be honest with you. Look, you've come down into it, horizontal like that. You know, it's a continuation pattern. If you do start to roll out, I would imagine you've got a little short up down there to that level of support down there. That could offer a short up of around about, let's have a look at this, around about 6.87% down to this particular level of support just there for Cardano. Okay, but equally, as you're fully aware, these can break up to the upside, and I would imagine if you was to break to the upside, you would be looking at a little pump up to this level just here, and this trend line, look, this neckline of this massive not head and shoulders, descending triangle and a double M top pattern, you may see yourself come back up to it to retest this resistance at $2.54. So you know some kind of break is coming. When it comes, you've got a long up of around about 5.14%, or you've got a short up of around about, what is that again? Let's have a look. Is that 8% or something? 6.7% down to there. So it's support and resistance basically. So come to your charts, draw this trend line. You're coming in some kind of apex. The thing is with this one, when you broke down and you came into it, look, you broke down, you came into this, but you're creating a ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern. This horizontals are continuation patterns. Do you see that? Like this massive pattern that you come into. Look, you come up into it, you horizontally, you're coming into some kind of apex. If you can get the break, fantastic. Even if you've a wick down, you know, come back out, boom, see you later. It's gearing up for something. Some kind of break is coming relatively soon for Cardano. So come to your charts, draw this trend line, break this level of resistance just here. You know, you're looking at a beautiful little pump up to that level of resistance, test the support resistance once more. You lose support here, could get quite negative, and you could be looking at a bit of a dump. Now, you know, if you do start to lose that key level support just there, I would anticipate you're looking at this for Cardano at $1.89 retest, and that would be a whopping correction across the board right there of around about 19-20% for Cardano, coming back down to this low just there. Well, I would imagine you're going to get a massive level of support, and you will be fruitful getting some cheeky bids in right there for Cardano. So that's Cardano. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, and thank you once again for your support. Big up the CoinsKid crew. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.